Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, July the 16th, 2020. And today is our regular installment of my YouTube channel. For you folks who have watched it, thank you very much. And tell your friends and your associates that this channel exists. And I would like to ask that if you do like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you'll be posted, so you'll be uh, alerted to new content. Also, what I am in the process of doing is I am getting a Patreon account set up. So if you all would like to donate to Patreon, uh, that too would be greatly appreciated because old Dwayne would like to buy some new equipment and to keep things growing, if you will. What I'd like to talk to you all about today is just a whole mess of things. First off, let me apologize for being late posting this video. I have been busy. Earlier this week, I wrapped up writing my most recent book, and it is called The Great American Culture Wars, the Cold Civil War. It's a 2-volume set, and I think that you all will like it. I'm taking different uh, topics, relevant topics in today's world, and kind of running them through the uh, analysis, if you will. So that's why I uh, have not posted until today. Hopefully, we can get back on schedule. I'm going to start work on my next book shortly. Got to do a little research. Always do your research. Um, and it is going to be on the hillbilly culture and the death of the hillbilly culture. So let's dive in to just a number of topics today. Uh, First off, I guess the most pressing one we'll talk about is COVID-19. I know, y'all have heard it till you're probably sick of it. So have I. But states like Arizona, Texas, Florida, Georgia, they all decided to take the brakes off of it, open their economies full throttle, open up all the businesses, and well, Florida is now literally getting thousands of new COVID cases a day. Each day posts a new record. Texas, their healthcare system is strained beyond belief. They have had to call in the army to get additional help. The governor of Florida has put a call out for 300 additional ICU nurses to come to that state. And Florida is not a young state. In fact, a lot of the population is older because that's where all the retirees like to go. Not only the snowbirds who migrate down to Florida in the late fall so they can reside down there during the winter and then return up north. In the spring, they're dying. I heard a story on the news recently that somewhere, I don't recall where it was, but a 30-year-old man contracted COVID, had to go to the ICU, was receiving treatment, and he said to the nurse, "I think I've made a big mistake. I thought this was a hoax." Those were his last words. How would you like that engraved on your tombstone? I thought it was a hoax. Now, I mean, we do live in America, land of the free and home of the brave. If you would like not to wear a mask, that's your business. As for me and my family, my mother and father, I'm living with them to help take care of my mom. She has dementia and Parkinson's, and I don't care to share that with you all. I also have some health issues, as does my father. I am a stroke survivor, which I believe I alluded to in a previous broadcast. All these things combined, plus we're all over 50. My mom is 79, my dad is 78, and I am 56. That puts us in the high risk category. So, as I say, if you don't want to wear a mask, that's your business. And that is your right as an American. But do remember that your rights end at the tip of your nose. Then you start infringing upon my rights. The right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You can't you can't enjoy the aspects of liberty if you're 6 feet under, nor life, and you definitely cannot engage in the pursuit of happiness. Okay, enough about COVID, so let's slide that off to the side. talk a little bit about the upcoming election. Ain't a whole lot to say, is there? Looks like for the Republicans, Donald Trump is going to be the nominee. And for the Democrats, it looks like former Delaware Senator and former Vice President Joe Biden, which I like Joe, but I am a Bernie fan. I make no bones about it. I like Bernie's message. Biden is a repeat of the Clintons, of Obama. He represents the Democratic Party of today, which has long abandoned its progressive roots and is now considered more of Republican light party. The Democrats are now center left, and the Republicans have gone increasingly to the extreme right. By his lack of action and excuse me, in the his response to the COVID-19 pandemic in this country, Donald Trump has failed, literally failed in his job as a leader. You know, it's kind of like that old saying, you had one job. Well, Donald Trump had one job during this pandemic, and that was to be a unifying force to encourage all Americans to pull together in a common goal. And I know we can do it. We did it right after 9/11. We did it during World War II. We did it all through the 1950s. We pulled together to fight a common foe, whatever that foe may be. Now, that being said, Mr. Trump has decided that the best way to handle said pandemic is to blame, deny, minimize, and out lie. When this pandemic first hit the United States, Donald Trump said that this was a hoax perpetrated by the Democrats and the Democratic Party and the fake news mainstream media to undermine his presidency. I mean, come on, Donald, seriously. You were already caught with your hand in the cookie jar trying to shake down Ukraine. That got you impeached. And I don't care who you are. You can sit there and say, no, Dwayne, the president was not impeached. Donald Trump was not impeached. The Senate found him not guilty. If you read the Constitution, there is only one house of Congress that can impeach, and that is the House of Representatives. Now, the Senate serves as the trial jury. If they find them guilty, they are removed from office, never to hold public office again. So, Donald Trump's messed up. He has allowed the various states' governors to fight over the limited resources, to decide if and when the economies in those states can open back up, which just about everybody jumped the gun on it and reopened too early. For the longest time here in Greenham County, Kentucky, we didn't have any reported cases of COVID-19, and now all of a sudden we are starting to get them again. West Virginia, same story. Governor of South Carolina reopened the beaches at Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach. Well, naturally, that being the redneck Riviera, everybody flocked to it. No masks, no personal protection, because this is America. We are all free to do as we please, which is true. But now the COVID cases are coming back, and they're coming back with a vengeance. And if you think for a minute that this little pandemic is going away, you are sadly mistaken. Because the head of the CDC made the comment yesterday that if everybody wore a mask, not only could we get ahead of this virus, but we could beat it in 4 to 8 weeks. I could wear a mask for 4 to 8 weeks, couldn't you? If it meant stopping this insanity that we're currently living in right now. I haven't been to shop at the mall or the local Walmart, and I can't tell you when. It's been that long. Not that I really want to, but, I'd like to have that ability if I so choose. But now, Walmart and Kroger are requiring people to wear masks. Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, when he saw the spike in the rates of infection from COVID-19 going up, he shut the economy down again. States like Georgia, Florida, Texas, North and South Carolina, did they shut down? Nope. Nope. Because I don't want to make Trump look bad. Trump is putting all of his eggs in the economic basket. People right now don't care about the economy. Labor Department released their unemployment numbers for today. An additional, I believe it was either 1.3 or 11.3 million people. Let me check here real quick for you. Filed for unemployment claims. So it is a sad state of affairs. He is betting, and he's not betting right. He is expecting that, or he has made mention of the fact that, it's just all going to go away. 1.3 million workers filed for unemployment last week. So, that being said, excuse me, I gotta plug my phone back in. He's betting on the wrong horse. People don't care about the stock market. There's only a limited few people who even play the stock market game. I personally would much rather take my money to Las Vegas and put it down on the craps table or the roulette wheel. Same difference. So this is where we stand. I want to give a shout out to two young people who helped me with my book. One is a gay man named CE, and the other one is a lesbian by the name of Becky. They allowed me to interview them about what kind of discrimination that they faced being gay in Eastern Kentucky. So, just a shout out to them. Thank you guys very, very much for your assistance and allowing me to interview you. And we have in this country So many divisions. So many divisions that, we can't even talk to one another in a civilized manner without voices being raised and people getting mad. Folks, that's not going to fly. Not in this country. We're supposed to all be working together toward a common goal. A society where all men and women are created equal. Don't hide behind Bible verses. Don't hide behind learned prejudices. I know my 11-year-old grandson, one of his good friends, is black. And I am so proud of him for that. In college, I had black friends, Jewish friends, Muslim friends, gay, lesbian, you name it. Yeah, I got along with everybody. But I tell you what, today's world, there's no more of this owning the libs, as the right likes to call it, or right wing nut jobs, RWNJ, as we on the left like to call them. We're all Americans. We should be behaving like Americans. Preamble to our Constitution says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union." That's what we're supposed to be doing. Not as right wing, not as left wing. But we're not doing it. We're letting our divisions define us. We're letting our negative viewpoints define us. My sister, who I love dearly, she's my baby sister. She's my little sister. She is about as far to the right as I am to the left. So what do? You try to find common ground. It's not hard if you go into it with an open mind. Okay, folks. Thank you for letting me waste a half hour of your lives listening to me rattle. But again, do subscribe if you are so inclined. Do ring the bell so you can be notified of new content. And if you feel froggy enough, make a contribution so I can get me some better equipment. And also, go to Amazon.com type in my name, Dwayne D. Willis, and check out my author page. I now have 4 books there. I invite you to check them out. I invite you to read the descriptions. I invite you to download a sample of each work. And if you like it, buy it. I've got it in 2 formats. I've got it in Kindle and I've got it in paperback. So, on that note, y'all have a good week. Have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Wear your damn masks. Please. It's not for you. It's for other people. Maybe we can get ahead of this virus that's caused everybody so much trouble and death. And until then, I'll see you next week.